We are live.
Oh God.
Sorry, it usually gives me a countdown. There was no countdown there.
We saw the countdown. We saw the
Oh,
countdown.
I didn't see the countdown. So here we are, the first Women of Manitoba Music Night. Probably the biggest buzz that I've had on here. I gained a ton of followers on any streaming platform today after a couple posts about this. This is going to be a great night. First, before anything, we got to give it out to our sponsor, Studio 23, who is in the background. Studio 23, Jody at Studio 23, fantastic place. If you haven't been, definitely check it out sometime. Jody's been the sponsor for all of May. This is the last one though. Jody's held some good shows on here, so big shout out to Jody. But let's get to what we're here for tonight, the Women of Manitoba Music. I'm going to mess up names all night, and I can't wait to be told, that I'm messing up names. So first we got Crystal Eastfeld.
Yes, that's correct.
Bam, got it.
You got that one.
Lisa Winsky.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, you know what, Rusty? I think I know your name, but I'm not going to say it.
You do.
Rusty Shackelford.
Only certain people know my real.
Exactly.
Yes.
And Brandy Olenek.
Yep.
Perfect. I got it right. Here we are. 4 of us. One person had to drop out, unfortunately. We'll get her back, though. She's coming. She'll come on sometime. Anyway, where do we start? Well, I know where we start. We start the same show. We start the show the same way every time. We're going to start with intros. Rusty is the only person who's been on the show, and we'll get to you. But first, we're going to jump to Crystal. She's going to tell us all about who she is, what she does in music, and she may even plug some, her son plays in a couple bands too. So
Yeah.
Let's get you going first.
Yeah. Well, I'm really honored to be on the show with all of you, and I'm a music teacher, so that's my life. That's my job. But I've been singing all my life. I sing in a duo with another music teacher, Michael Sherlett. He's been around for a while. He's played in some bands as well over his time, and we're a little more low key. We sing at some weddings and stuff like that, markets, pubs. So we sing around, so it's fun. But yeah, I teach the little people, so I think that's super important to get them interested in music and ready to go. So then I've also taught my own children, and my children are also heavily involved in music. And my son plays in 2 bands actually, Ledwin and Pure Entry. So yeah, that's
Eric, right?
Eric.
Yes, he's great.
Thank you. I think he's pretty great too, or we do.
He's pretty good. Let's go to the duo here of Lisa and Rusty, whichever one you want to go first.
You go ahead first.
No, your name is
It's Seth. Okay, I'll start. Anyway, I've been around forever. I'm not going to date myself, but let's say late 80s, rocking and rolling for a while until I got a job that took me away, a corporate job that took me away a lot. So I put that on the back burner, had my boys, came back to, would keep my kind of toes in it a little bit here and there. And then I came back steady about 8 years ago, I guess. And better late than never. And so rocking full time since then. And yeah, and then a number of projects, which we probably mention later, but go ahead, Rusty.
Funny story, you guys. I have been on this podcast before, so you know probably a little bit about me. But funny story about this. I met Lisa. She was actually a patient.
This is a crazy story.
She was a patient of mine, and we met in the hospital. And she was like,
I didn't remember anything.
super drugged up, and she goes, "Oh,
I don't know.
I know, I know a lead singer when I see one because I'm one myself." And I was like, okay.
I'm bragging from my
Okay.
hospital bed.
And then Justin approached us both for the David Bowie tribute. And I was like, I saw her name and I was like, we've met before. And she goes, really? And I was like, I looked after you.
What are the odds? My gallbladder,
Right?
which was a close call, people. I was almost a goner. I was in there for a week. So anyway, but Rusty saved my life. She made sure I was, had everything I needed, and I didn't remember her at all. But when she said the gallbladder, you were there, I said, oh my God, yes, I do remember you now. So anyway,
Yeah,
crazy
so
story.
that's how we know each other, is from that, and then we came full force because we are going to be in a David Bowie project that will be coming out hopefully early 2026.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna, yeah, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one.
Yep.
So
Excellent.
yeah, her and I
Great.
are both heavily involved in different bands and stuff, but we actually have a project together too.
We do.
So, okay, so we'll plug the bands quick. We know who they are, right?
Okay, well, mine is Crush.
Yes.
Number one, Crush. And we play all over the city. We're
Mhm.
doing the Dauphin Country Fest this year. We've done Rock and Fields Mendoza a couple times. We play all the, the circuit, you could say. Anyway, but great bunch of guys. Got Warren Diamond on guitar, Chris Eccles on keys, Brett Howden on drums, and Robert Bourbonaire, which I probably pronounced wrong, sorry, Rob, on bass. Great bunch of guys. We're like a family. We've been together, about 2.5 years or so. We all met each other, and it's been just clicking and great. And also, I also sing with A to Z, and we're going to be at Dauphin Country Fest as well this year. And I think you guys probably know Claude DeVoe and Clint Boyer, Eric Nordquist, Dick Turquette, and James Hebert. And yeah, so I'm kind of busy, and then of course the Bowie thing. So I'm very fortunate, and yeah, it's great. Anything else for us?
Excellent.
Oh, I don't know. Do you want to know?
We want to know your bands before we get to Brandy.
Yeah. I'm with the Lovers, which in the very near future you will see a music video coming out, and Matt Dureau is in that music video.
Of course he is.
I can't wait to see it.
I've never thrown a drink in anybody's face in my life, and I had to throw one 3 times in his face last weekend for the video because our director couldn't get it right.
Do it again.
Poor Matt. And then I'm in Story Eyes, and we have some cool shows coming up. We're doing rock and wrestling at the Assiniboine Downs. We're doing a game. We're doing Fall Jam. I'm part of Crossfire. Ignore my dog yelling in the background. She's being miserable. Should I check? No, it's okay. And yeah, I've got a couple of clubs coming up, and I just like to be everywhere, doing everything music.
Excellent. And jumping to the final guest tonight, we got Brandy Olenek. Let's hear about you, Brandy.
Hi, thanks for having me. I played in the music scene way back in the late 90s, in an original band called Faithful Pagans. I was playing guitar. I played guitar since I was 10. I play in a punk rock cover band with my husband. We're called Off Henderson. And I am founder president of We Rock Winnipeg, which is a nonprofit organization that empowers female, trans, and non-binary youth ages 10 to 15 through music creation, collaboration, and the arts. And basically, we have we just have a great roster of female, femme, non-binary artists, as well as our male counterparts that are our allies that have just been awesome to support us. So we have a camp planned this summer. Last year we couldn't find a venue suitable, so as you can imagine, we need kind of a school, and we have a tough time with that. So this summer we're at Westgate Mennonite Collegiate. We've been there once before, and it's beautiful, great space, very welcoming. Very inclusive, and we're there from August 18th, and we do a 6-day camp, so 5 days of learning. The kids learn an instrument, either drums, guitar, bass, keyboards, vocals. They form a band. They write an original song that's coached by local musicians, kind of like their music producer, and they write that original song. They record it at the end of the week. This year, Sierra Noble is going to be our engineer, and then they perform. This year will be at the Park Theater on the stage there. So we'll have 6 bands playing their original song on stage. It's such a magical week. And during the week, they also do they make their own logo, and we get it professionally printed on a T-shirt. They wear that. They make zines. They're going to be making banners. They've made buttons in the past. We do like songwriting workshops. We do like social justice kind of stuff, gender identity and body positivity workshops and stuff like that. So yeah.
That's so cool.
Wow.
That's great.
This is what I love about having people come on the show that haven't been on. There's always a great story to tell. This is amazing. That's fantastic. Wow. Yeah, that's cool.
I can list you a bunch of people that are involved. So Jessie Havey from the Ducks, she's my VP. We've got Claire Friesen from the Lockdown on the board. We've got Ashley Au on the board, Sierra Noble on the board, Natalie Smith from Molly Grubb and previously Silence Kit on the board. We've got Kelly Grubb from Molly Grubb as well, and Dawn Knight, who's a educator on the board, and Danny McDonald, who's in Poodle Paddle on the board as well.
Excellent.
I got everybody. Yeah, and we've had like everybody from Joanne Rodriguez, Paige Strobot, Doma Lemoyne, Ava Glendinning, just like numerous amounts of people that have helped with this camp. So
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Is there social media pages for this?
Oh yeah, and we have a website. We're on Facebook and Instagram.
Unbelievable.
And we still have 4 spots left to fill camp this year. So if you know anybody who fits the demographic, ages 10 to 14, female, transgender, non-binary, questioning, send them our way.
Excellent. Actually, after the show, send me some info on that. I will do something with it. Anyone who's watching right now, the comment section, light that comment section up. I don't want to see hi. I don't want to see cool. Give me some good stuff. We're giving away 2 pairs of tickets to the Cosmic Cat Festival. We're giving away. I shouldn't say 2 pairs. We're giving away 2. Yeah. Tickets to Cosmic Cat. We're giving away 2 tickets to the Peg City Soundoff.
He said I want to
go. Exactly. We're giving away tickets tonight. Everyone who comments, every comment will go in as one ballot, and it's going to go in this little rotodial thing that I downloaded for free that works because it worked last time. And we're going to give away some tickets. So here we are. We've had the intros. We got a read on what everyone's doing here. Manitoba Music. This is the reason this podcast exists. It started September 2nd. I had a outsider from Nashville on the show as the first one. I thought, I'm going to grow this thing into something else. And then Winnipeg just wrote me back in, and I haven't looked back. It might have been a Saskatchewan band. We haven't looked back. There was a Toronto band too. But anyway, we haven't looked back yet. We're talking about Winnipeg music and why we would challenge any province to a music off, and why we would win this.
Yeah.
Hands down. We have so many great bands. Evan, you can't do that. You can't send 4 in, and you spelled hello wrong. Oh, Evan. Evan, you're playing both these festivals. What are you doing? Too funny. So let's talk about Manitoba music. What makes Manitoba music just so great? We got all these bands, but let's talk about venues. Let's talk about the bands, the community. We're hearing it already about community, and with Brandy talking community, right, and getting things involved here. But Crystal, I'd actually like to hear from you on the Manitoba music thing. Being a teacher, you're the one who's producing these musicians. Talk to me about Manitoba music. Your son Eric, who hopefully is still watching. He better be watching. Your mom's on here, Eric.
He's the reason I'm on here.
You know what? No, you're the reason. You're always liking and doing things on here. You're a big supporter of the show. Talk to me about Manitoba music.
For a small province, I think Manitoba has an amazing amount of music talent. Like, it blows me away. Really. I know even the area I'm from, which is around the Gimli area, is a huge, rich music area that supports our school division, hugely supports music. And, having music teachers and music in the schools is is extremely important. And I think that's what creates that we have all these amazing, amazing musicians, you know?
Excellent. Absolutely, right? Two people very active in music here, Rusty and Lisa. You've met a lot of people. Rusty, I met you at the Tap House for the first time. And I was told, look out for Rusty. Matt Dara had a compilation there. What do you call it? A collab season. I should know. Yeah, you know why I should know. Anyway,
I know
there's a
why.
collab season. You know why I should know. And my introduction to you was the collab season that Matt was doing, which he's done such a great job getting local musicians involved, and the West Virginia people, he got them involved. But Rusty, you were my intro to that, and I forget what song it was, and I will forget till the end of time what the song
Was
was.
it Warlock? All we are.
It was Warlock. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it was. That was my intro to Rusty, and then Matt told me, "Oh no, you got to check her out."
Good
And then
intro.
I saw some footage of Bulldog, and then the Lovers at the Tap House twice. And talk to me about Manitoba music. What does it mean to you, and what tell me what's so great about it.
Well, I just think we're like such a cool bunch of connected people. Like I know Lisa and myself, we tend to go support other musicians, and on occasion we will get up and sing a song with them just to collaborate, just to keep everything current, just to do stuff differently, right? Like I think you got up with Down Straight,
I did.
right? And I got up with the Bobcats. Like we've done our thing where we will just show up randomly at a bar and get on stage and do a song with another band playing, and it's the whole collaboration of the unity of Manitoba, and how we all like love the same thing and have the same passion.
And I was dancing. I was dancing away, having a good time, enjoying myself. And they said, "Come on up here." And I was like, "No, it's fine, whatever." And then 2 minutes later, all right. But it was fun, and we were really great.
I think everybody's very friendly and kind and supportive, and it's nice to see the unity and collab with one another. And yeah.
Excellent. Brandy, yourself. I'm just gonna, before we move on, I'm just gonna kind of plug your husband's band here. Before we went live, I was showing her. I'm wearing a Car 287 shirt. There you go, Terry. Terry, I know you're watching right now. Plug in your shirt. Eric, I know you're playing with them tomorrow night. I love both these bands. I hope for nothing but the best for both of you, and hopefully they can take 2 people to Rock and Fields this year. Brandy, let's get to you, because you, Michael Jensen here. He's commented about your camp and how it seems like such a cool thing. What a really cool thing to do that makes such a real impact. And that kind of goes for everyone involved tonight, is the impact you've had on the local community here. But let's get to you, Brandy. What can you say about our scene here in Manitoba?
I can say that they're just really supportive people. Like, we've had fundraisers that people have played for to raise money for our camp, because there's never enough money to go around. Because we do it on a sliding scale for tuition for the campers. So it's 0 to 400. Just pay what you can, based on whatever you can afford, and no questions asked. We don't need people to jump through hoops, but we've had so many people put on fundraisers for us, and we've done this Lilith Fair fundraiser twice now, and last year it grew. We had it at Side Stage, and we had so many acts offer to play that we had to turn people away. So we're hoping we can even make it a weekend thing one year, because it was just so much fun. We had I think 12 acts. There was a sickness going around, so we ended up with 9 that night, but it was perfect. It was great.
Excellent. Yeah, like I said before, that the show started with local bands, and everything, it just keeps growing and growing. And I had a talk with someone who will remain nameless, that may be in the chats, cheating on the chat tonight. But I had a talk with him earlier, and we just talked about what perfect timing for everything to happen right now. pat myself on the shoulder with the Peg City Soundoff Fest at Tap House, but then in comes Riley Saunders with the Osborne Festival as well. I believe it's June 27th, 28th, a free admission festival, and 2 days. And then Cosmic Cat comes in with another festival, and what a time for all this to be happening, and for everyone to be getting involved and helping each other, and that's the one thing I've learned with the festival thing. Obviously, with that coming now, and a couple announcements this week with other festivals, is it's not let's compete and see who can draw the bigger crowd and who can do this. It's been so cool talking with people, and all it is support. It's, hey, do you want to help me with this? And hey, can I help you with this? And the next thing you know, we're all in a sense working together, right? I have nothing to no harm to wish on any of these festivals. That, oh, I hope I get a bigger crowd than them. I want them to have a bigger crowd than me. I want the next guy to have a bigger crowd than him. I want the biggest crowd and to bring this community together, because that's really what it's all about. And there's Kat chiming in there. Kat, yeah, Brandy's doing such amazing work. I'm obsessed. Well, that's high praise coming from Kat. But yeah, it's just all this community, and maybe we could talk about some of the venues here too. Osborne is just it's just a monster right now with Tap House, Toad, Park Theater, Side Stage. Side Stage, it's been said many times, this is exactly what we needed for a venue in the city. It's, Park Theater is a big venue, but sometimes you can't get that big crowd out. While you put it in Side Stage. Side Stage sound is great. It's well done. Everything's great in there. And it hosts a good crowd as well. And it's right next to the park. Like June 7th, there's a show at Side Stage, there's a show at Park. I got to somehow make it work at both these things. And I think it's gonna. It's just tickets to both, and you kind of bounce back and forth with your little stamp, right? But this is a great thing. Do you have any venues that you ladies like to frequent in the city?
Well, I know Crush, we try to play at all different venues, and there's some really cool places. Like, for instance, the Rec Room. I don't know if you've got. Well, obviously the ballad bands are going to be one on. Yeah. But I mean, such a great venue that's really not too many people even know about in the city.
I think you started that, didn't you? With
I think I did. I don't want to toot my own
did.
horn, but I might have. But anyway, but yeah, so, of course, like places like the Royal George, which is huge for the music community, hosts a lot of different things through the week. The songwriters, I think, is on Wednesdays. Great venue, great people there. Yeah, of course, Osborne Tap House, very supportive. The King's Head, awesome. There's so
Gotta
many
shout
mention.
out Bulldogs, because that's
Yes.
a great stage, and it reminds me
is.
so much of the
Yeah.
zoo.
Yeah, it's a great. There's so many
Like,
great
it's
venues.
just, it feels like you're back at the zoo.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my take. I hate that I'm forgetting to mention some, but just off the top of my head,
There's so many good ones.
Yeah.
And
There's
then
so
you
many
get
good
into
ones.
festival season, and it's just like
Yeah.
everything's amazing. Playing outdoors with the sun shining, or the rain on you, or the wind. I had a gig last year. I think I wore a little dress, and wow, was it windy that day? I regretted talking to myself. I had to sing with my arms very tightly down to my sides.
Yeah.
Gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Gotta do what you gotta do, right? You gotta make it in
Yeah.
Crystal with Eric played in a couple of bands.
Yeah.
Let's maybe plug the King's Head, Ledwin playing King's Head coming up. Eric's he's playing some venues. He's playing, like I said, King's Head, Tap House, Side Stage.
Yeah.
He's playing some great venues. Is there and Bulldog a couple of times?
Yeah.
I think he played with us one, yeah. Is there any other venues you like going to?
Oh, you know what? In all honesty, true mom answer, I like going anywhere that my children are playing. I have to be honest, but he's played lots at the Tap House, at the Riverside.
Riverside, yep.
That's a really good
That's what I
place,
forgot.
yes.
The Riverside.
Yeah.
We were just there not too long ago. It's awesome, right? Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, he's played. I mean, I've gone to see him lots of places. King's Head, he's been there a few times. It's great too. He's been at the Pyramid.
Pyramid's good too.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
cool.
Bulldog, all those places are great. You know, we're fortunate out at home too that we have some venues. We have a couple pubs that play at as well. We have outdoor, of course, stages out here too. So actually, they're playing there soon in Gimli, June 7th.
June
Lightweight.
7th, yep.
Yeah. So
Unbelievable.
yeah, so it's great.
Unbelievable. What a talented young man you have there.
Thank you.
Brandy, are we missing any venues?
Oh,
What do
some
you got
huge
for us?
ones. Times
Perfect.
Change, Blue Note. Yeah,
Right?
John
Yeah.
Scholes
Oh,
is
time
amazing.
change. Oh,
Blue
Blue
Note.
Note.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. And John
Oh,
Scholes has
man.
been such a support to us as well. Like we've done one of our little fair nights there as well, and it was awesome. And also Park Alley's Car 287 played there a couple
Yes.
weeks ago and sold it out. That was the first time
Yeah.
I've been there. It was a really cool venue.
Right, they sold it out. That was fantastic. That was
Yeah,
great
yeah.
to hear. It was great to hear knowing that they were playing with us after, and there was people who didn't get into that show.
Yeah.
Brandy, were you there last Saturday?
I wasn't. I was home with my kid.
Okay. Good, because I was gonna say, why didn't you come? talk
I
to me?
usually that was one of the only ones I've missed, and I'm gonna have to miss tomorrow and next week too.
Oh no. Yeah, you know what? And it was such a great night. I'm not going to turn this into about that, but it was such a great night, and I just want to give props to Ryan. He's phenomenal.
Yeah, he's
Like,
a great drummer.
Unbelievable. I was at the side of the stage, and Terry, I hope you're not watching this because I was watching your drummer almost the whole time, and it was just phenomenal to see. And what a great band! And I hope nothing but the best for them. They got their stuff coming out here shortly, and no, I'm not going to say it because I don't know if it's been announced yet where they're playing for their album, so I won't say that. But yeah. You know,
Oh, one more venue.
Oh.
West End Cultural Center.
Oh.
Yeah, impeccable sound. Yeah.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
I needed another venue I had to bring up to someone, and I forgot about that one, and that is a perfect venue for something. Yeah, absolutely. These are all great venues, and this is what's making
There's
up
a
one
Handsome
big
Daughter too.
Handsome
There's
Daughter.
also Bell's Hall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The newest one.
The restaurant.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
Yep.
yeah, that's every day, all day
Yeah.
long.
Every day, all day, musicians playing.
Yeah. It's more like duos and trios.
Yeah.
It's
But still-
great. Well, you can't have a big, rock and
No, but
Well,
it's
they're
still
trying to eat
music.
dinner.
They're still making music.
but I'd like to play
I
there,
like
but
to eat and watch music.
They said no 5-piece bands. I said, all right.
Trans Canada Brewing is the same.
Oh yes.
We have a
Right.
lot of duos and all lots of evenings. So
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing when you sit and think about venues and then you start talking to people and all of a sudden the 5 venues that Winnipeg has it's 25 venues and great places. Trans Canada, that's fantastic. Now, if you want to eat and watch music, that might be the place to go to. If you've had their pizza, it is out of this world. So, yeah. So yeah, just talking about venues, talking about music. We've plugged a couple bands here. Unfortunately, tonight there is, I think it's 15 or 16 women that are going to be coming through in the next couple hours here, and but we're missing.
That's a lot of women.
That's a lot, but we're missing so many. There were some that just couldn't make it. I actually reached out to some today and said, you know what, I got a couple spots open if you wanna, come in and say a little thing. And there seems to be a sickness going around, either a shyness or a sickness. We're unsure.
No, I have had like no voice for a week.
I know.
You'll find out very shortly.
No,
You'll hear-
I already know. I have been
Okay,
informed that you've
yes,
had no voice.
Yes. This is like the biggest tragedy for a singer.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What another thing here? I wanted to talk about some of the local bands. Let's talk about some bands who maybe need a little bit of a little shout out there that maybe aren't playing as much right now and who just need to get their word out. about these great bands that are up and coming in the city. And I got to give some props to once again to the Tap House, the Thursday night new music night. That's where I got my start, and kind of didn't look back from there. And let's talk about Excuse is a Excuse. It's a great more.
yeah.
Okay.
Vito Stefano.
Yeah.
And he's a great part in there.
How do we go down?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's give some shout outs to some bands here. Who are some bands out there you might be listening to, and who you feel people should maybe hear about and check out?
The Haleys. Milt Homely, I think. Empaths and Retrograde.
Oh yeah, I played with them once. They're wild.
Yeah, some
They're
great.
wild.
Yeah.
They were really good. Yes.
Yeah.
They played with us, and they played with us at the Tap House last weekend, and I think they changed the tempo to their songs a little bit, and they were a little fast, but they are one of my favorite live bands in Winnipeg. There's so much energy. You almost wonder the whole time what's going on, but it's exactly what the band needs.
Yes. But it's such a good time.
Yeah.
Absolutely, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Brandy, who else do you got? Who are some bands that we gotta hear and we gotta get into? 'Cause there's so many good ones.
Claire Therese and the Lockdown, her album Villaney. It's a couple years old. It's on Spotify. It's a beautiful album. She's recording another one with the band right now, so hopefully it'll be out in the fall. Pink's Not, if you're into some like heavy punk.
Yeah.
It's very, very good. They're so tight. It's very, very good.
Here's my cat.
Molly Grubb's new album is awesome. I'm
literally writing these down right now.
Okay.
I need more music in my life. I need to listen to some stuff. So
that's kind of off the top of my head right now. I'm still thinking.
And
oh my God! Excuse me. Sorry.
And I mentioned a couple of the great tribute bands that are out there as well. Like Icarus. A lot of these guys are playing the X coming up.
I'll be doing a cameo at the X with the Ozzy Osbourne, actually.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Lita Ford.
Yeah. And of course,
Perfect.
And who's in Van Halen tribute? I forget the name of it. Oh,
Unchained.
He's gonna kill me. Unchained. Yes. I mean,
He's not going to kill you for that.
He will kill me for that. But I remembered last kiss. So Justin. Remember being
Justin, don't kill us.
And but you know what? These guys, they work really hard at this, and they sound great. And that's another really great talent we have in the city.
Yeah.
I think. Of course, the Bowie coming up. That's going to be phenomenal. And we're soon back up, but we're having a good time, and it's really developing quite nicely. And I think it's going to be a real showstopper.
Okay,
just like this cat.
I'm sorry, my cat is very.
Wait, is that a hairless cat?
It's a hairless cat. Yes, she is. And she's
amazing.
Very rude.
This is the first appearance of a hairless cat on the show.
I'm so sorry. Sorry.
That's okay. The ratings spike when cats come on the show. Crystal, I'm gonna bounce it over to you for a second here.
Yeah.
Who? Someone wrote in Sunbreather. Sunbreather is fantastic.
Yeah, they're great.
Speaking of Sunbreather, Anna from Sunbreather is coming up in the next installment tonight. But who are some bands? And you're probably going to plug some of Eric's buddies that are out there. So you go right ahead.
Well, because that's who I'm going to I see now. So he's done some incredible shows. Sunbreather is one of the groups that they did a show with Sunbreather and Penny Sleeve.
Yes.
So, yeah, it was a fabulous show. And of course, well, Eric plays in two bands, so Pure Entry.
I've seen them. They're great.
Yeah. Yep. And then Ledwin, is just his other band. It was the band he first started with. And what's neat too about Ledwin, right, is it's all, boys from out here. They're men, not boys.
Yeah.
From out here. So it's really cool that way, that connection that they all have.
Mm-hmm.
And then actually, oddly enough, 3 of them, the partner that I sing with, taught the other 3 of them how to play guitar.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Small community, right? So it's kind of
Ledwin members have some of the greatest names too. I joke with them when they were on here that that they are on, and the rest of the cast of Lord of the Rings will be on soon too.
Yeah.
They're great. What was I going to say about Ledwin? Oh, I'm going to throw Zen out there a little bit, the guitarist vocalist for Lisa and Rusty. You talk about Bowie. Zen's amp, his guitar amp, was once owned by Bowie's touring guitarist.
Wow.
Mhm.
It is a crazy story, but it's so good.
Yeah.
So
and
good.
actually, well, Zen's mom sings too. She sings in a duo. She's amazing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Everyone's out there singing right now.
Yeah. It's great. I love it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at all these messages. I can't even keep up with it. People are,
You know what? I can't.
Lisa,
We can't see them because we're on the phone.
We're
We're
on
on the computer malfunction.
my
and
phone, yeah, so it's like really, really tiny, because I don't need glasses yet, but I still can't get in there. Anyway,
you mentioned the Haleys. The Haleys are headlining Cosmic Cat Festival.
yeah.
And then Ronnie Ladderbrook. I'm sure you know Ronnie Ladderbrook. Says shout out to Paige. She is so incredible, easily one of the best guitar players in Canada. We're so lucky to have her in our city. That's amazing.
And Paige has been a guitar instructor for us at camp a couple of years in a row, and yes, such a rock star. And it was kind of a full circle moment. We had Joanne Rodriguez. It was the year that it was 2023, the year that Robbie Mays was putting on Ladies of the 80s or whatever at the Blue Note.
Yeah.
And Joanne was doing a Blondie tribute band, and she had the 2 guys from Show Pony, guitarist
Oh, cool.
and the drummer play with her, and she played bass. And Paige had taught the guitar player how to lessons, and he's an incredible guitar player. So yeah,
Unreal.
yeah.
Those are always great stories. These full
talk
circle
about
stories.
community too. I just have to give a shout out to the Northern Royals. Were a really great support to Ledwin when they were starting out, and it's just it's really neat to see, because young guys starting out in the Northern Royals kind of really took them sort of under their wing too, and just gave them some ideas and tips and helped them out, which has been really great.
Mm-hmm.
You know who else is Kingsway?
Oh yeah, another great band.
Yeah, they just got their.
And the Haleys are fantastic too. They've played at camp for us, and they've done fundraisers, and the kids just really look up to them, and it's so cool because they're a lot closer in age than the rest of us are. So it kind of gives them really cool things to see what's possible, right?
That's great. It reminds me. Last weekend I played a School of Rock benefit, and I wanted to bring a Summerfest band, and I brought Ledwin, and I thought, well, it's great because they're almost the same age as these kids. I thought it was great. I think the kids really looked up to them too, because these are, the guys in Ledwin aren't a lot older than these kids were on the stage, and to see where they are right now, these kids. The sky's the limit for them, right? So, and as well as Ledwin, sky's the limit on them. Another mention of a band here, the Soundoff. Chelsea will be on the 9:00 hour of tonight. So many good bands in Winnipeg. But yeah, Ronnie Ladderbrook giving some. It's always funny when Ronnie gives a shout out to someone and says how great of a guitarist they are, because it's like, Ronnie,
Yeah.
you're great. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
But that's how you know someone's good, is when Ronnie's like, oh no, they're good. Like, okay, thanks, Ronnie.
Yeah. True story.
Absolutely. Oh, Matt Dare has finally chimed in. Matt, we've been waiting for you all night.
Yeah, where have you been, Matt? Jeez.
Matt's giving a wave here.
Matt.
So we're giving away tickets by the end of the night.
Okay, Lisa and
Yeah.
I, right here.
There you go. Anyway, it's gonna be a great rest of the night. I kind of want to end the show. I want to give you each the mic to just say what you want to say about your friends, your fans, anything you got going on that you want people to know about. This is your moment to shine. Tell us who the worst student is in school. I don't care what you gotta do. And say what you want to say. Crystal, you're getting the mic. And before we bow out here, I want to thank the four of you for coming on tonight. This is a big show to me. This is one I want to do for a bit. And Lisa, we talked earlier today. You inspired me today. That I will be doing something tomorrow, and I'll be announcing it tomorrow. You know what it is, and I really appreciate just the short talk we had. And I've never met you before, and here we are.
I know.
And you're inspiring me to do things already. So
You don't remember when I brought her to the music video? She had that red bomber's jacket on.
Oh, yes. How could you miss it? Yeah.
Oh, I might remember this now. Yeah.
At
the
arsonist. Yeah.
Right.
It was
Yes.
very it was like,
I remember this now. Crystal, you got the mic for your farewell to the Peg City Soundoff fans.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. It's been a great, wonderful evening, and I love celebrating all musicians, but especially women in music and all the things that they're doing. I guess I'd like to end off just with the community, and how important community is. The music teacher in me wants to share just because I see it with kids all the time and what music can do for them, and what it can bring to them. Some kids I know would never touch an instrument or do anything if school didn't provide that for them. And I know that we have musicians that, wouldn't be musicians without that. And I know the older kids in high school always talk about their band family. And I just think it's really amazing. I think it builds so much character and so many great things in human beings. So there's my farewell. And of course, Leadwin Pure Entry. I have to put a plug in for those two bands.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And sorry, Evan. No, I get it. He's having an audio issue. It's not you. It's all good though. Lisa and Rusty, you have the mic.
All right. Okay, I'll go quickly. You were saying about fans and whatever, right? I don't think we have fans, but we have friends. We have a lot of friends that follow us on our Instagram page, Crush Classic Rock, and our Facebook page, all capital, all uppercase, Crush. Anyway, but we consider them friends, and they support us. They make us want to be better, and of course, we're a cover band, classic rock, and other things. But, if we all the time, because we all work in the day, we'd love to do some originals at some point too. But also, so I love my band members, Crush, they're the best, and we support each other. And also I want to give a big shout out to Rusty here for giving me a crash course in harmony singing, because you know what, being a lead singer, it's like, I don't have to do it that much. In A to Z I do, which, I did, but not like these ones in Bowie. Like it's pretty, some of it's pretty complicated. So Rusty has patience, and I've learned a lot actually. So that's my thing. Go ahead, Rusty.
Well, I just want to say that I'll be back because I plan on coming back, Joel. But thank you for having me on. And I actually want to say thank you to you, because I think that without you, none of this is possible. You spend so much time getting bands and musicians and artists and people in the scene known, and it's fantastic. And I just want to say thank you for that, because it means a lot to me, and I'm sure it means a lot to everybody. And this is wonderful what you're doing. Yes.
Appreciate that.
Did I make you blush a little? No, I'm just kidding.
A little bit. Naturally red. It's just the shirt. Brandy, you're ending segment 1 here. You got the
Okay.
mic.
Sorry, what was the question?
No question. You just have
We all
Plug-
took
you
so
just
long,
plugging?
we forgot.
Okay.
you just have open mic.
We Rock Winnipeg's happening this year, August 18th to 23rd. Girls, trans, non-binary kids, ages 10 to 15. We have a few spots left. You can sign up on our website, which is werockwinnipeg.com. We're also on Facebook, same name, and Instagram. You can find us there if you have any questions. And our website and our Facebook page has tons of pictures about what camp looks like, kind of the experience of it all. And we used to do an adult rock camp. We've done it a couple of years in a row, but ever since COVID, it's like we've tried to do it. We just didn't have enough sign up. And I think it's just because we kind of do it as a fundraiser for the kids camp. And I think just times are tough and there's groceries are kind of expensive. So, but we'd love to do it again. We've created so much community just doing that one as well. And we usually just do it over a long weekend. And it's basically the kids camp condensed into 3 days, which is just a blast with adults. And yeah, so that's kind of the camp in a nutshell. And we have a few spots left, and check us out. And Car
Awesome.
287, yay.
Yay. Brandy, I will say again, send me some information on that. I would like to
Okay.
I would like to do something with it if I could. I will, of course, run it past you first, but
Yeah, okay.
send me some info and let me dig a little with that. I think this is a great idea and great cause, and yeah, awesome. So yeah, I want to thank the 4 of you for coming on. The first guest on the Women of Manitoba Music Night, and I hope to see you all again sometime. Crystal, I'll see you tomorrow night.
You bet.
I'm going to have a Ledwin shirt on with my Car 287 hat.
I'll have a Ledwin shirt on.
Yeah, we gotta support them.
Yeah.
Anyway, great
Thank
to
you
have you
for
4
having
on.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks, Joel.
Thank you, Joel.
Appreciate
No
it.
problem. And you know what? Once again, thank you for reaching out with the announcement that I was going to do a women's night. I didn't really reach out to anyone. I just got a ton of messages, and I was like, perfect. So appreciate you. This will happen again. I will probably do one. I don't plan on going anywhere, so I'll do one again sometime. I'm sure there's going to be a lot that happens in the next year in Winnipeg, and we'll have to get an assembly of women to come and talk about it. So this has been great. We will talk to you later. Segment 2 is coming up. I got to send all the emails and hope everyone gets on right.
Hopefully there's no technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, have a great night.